Blimey, I'm going on video feed. Hey guys, and welcome back to Cake or Sprinkles, where I have been absent for too many days. So guys, how to start this? Well, maybe I should mention that now I can have my videos longer than 15 minutes. Second off, how about if I tell you guys a story, catch you up on things, because, well, I've recently recovered from the flu, so yeah, that's a main reason I haven't been recording, and I'm still grounded. I'm recording anyway, because I was able to slip my phone by Dad. Guys, something you didn't know about me, I am a sneak. I sneak things. I sneak food, books, iPads. I don't get away with it half the time, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. So guys, I also want to tell you a story from the ski trip. So apparently, I suck at all sports. So, yeah. I get to the place, finally, in North Carolina. That's where we went to ski. I forgot what the place was called. Something like Chattahoochee. And we get there. We get our skis. We get our ski clothes on. You should have seen me. I mean, like, if I could wear them, I would. But I can't. Because my mom gave them back to their owner. We grab our skis, and I just go over to the first ski lift I see. And they take me up this really high mountain, and I find out I'm an idiot. I took lessons, I did, sort of lessons. I learned how to use all the equipment, how to use, go down hills, do the wedge turns. It just wasn't enough. I went sliding down a mountain, and I could barely stop. I had to literally, lie down in order to stop. And yeah, so then I get down the mountain. Everything starts going haywire. Once I try to get back up, I start going, and I don't know how to stop. If there's one thing I'm bad at skiing, it's stopping. But I'm bad at everything in skiing, so that's insignificant. So yeah, one of my teachers, it was a school field trip. It was a school field trip for 7th grade. One of my teachers comes down, offers to help me, and I try to get back up. I go sliding on the snow under the fence. Yeah, I literally dip under the fence before I can stop. I literally yank my arm up and grab a branch just to brace myself. Yeah, then it hurt my head, and then I have to take my skis off and put them up. I ended up walking down the whole way, carrying my skis. My legs are still sore. So yeah, the story of my life. So then my teacher forces me to take a ski lesson class, and I was trying to be stubborn about it, but I'm the student, so I have no power. It's one of the reasons I hate adults. So it was all for the better, though. I learned nothing new. Nothing new. At first, he has us put our skis down, and I don't even know what we were doing. We take one ski then, put it on, and just start sliding with it. That's what we did. We walked in a circle, slid down, and came back up. And then we put on the second ski, and he had us practice a little using this kind of small trench. And then we actually start learning how to ski. He has us go a little bit at a time. He has us practice wedge or pizza formation. So yeah, it's when we got to turning, and then we got to turning, and then I left, and then I went for lunch. It was kind of around lunchtime. So then, after lunch, I go out and I start going down the small hills. I meet up with with my friend, and we start skiing together, skiing and boarding, because she was a snowboarder. And so we start going down this bunny slope. I did it once. She wanted skis desperately. I honestly felt a little bad for her, but the only reason I couldn't switch out with her is because, well, I have no idea how to snowboard. Then I go down a bigger hill. This time I had a little more control. Small hill, a green hill, I believe it was called. So yeah, that was pretty good. It was better the second time, but then we had to start preparing to leave, and then we figure out that my other friend, who sprained his knee, and so we had to wait on him. The girls got a big head start on us. There was a boy bus and a girl bus, so we had to wait for the guy bus had to wait for this one person. I'm not blaming him. It wasn't his fault that he fell. Everybody falls at skiing. But he sprained his knee, and we were really late, so it wasn't his fault, though. I'm not mad at him. I'm not. So, yeah, finally we gotta move on. We stop at Stevie B's. Stevie B's, it's a pizza buffet. If you ever want to go visit, they've got an arcade. And everything. So, yeah. And then we finally got to our school again, where our parents could pick us up. So yeah, guys, that was not Storyline Sunday. I have chapter 7 right here. But that was just a story I wanted to share with y'all. Catch you up. I think I look really ridiculous without my glasses. But I know a lot of people don't. Guys, comment down below. Do you think I should stay without glasses? Do I honestly look better? I don't think so. Which side's my good side? Maybe I should go and get sunglasses. So yeah, that was the story of the ski trip. But now we should get into Love and Dimensions. So guys, if you don't remember what happened last time or didn't hear me reading the story, then please go back and watch it. I will leave a link in the playlist. I will leave the link for the playlist in the description below. But it's time for chapter 7, which ironically we called Story Time. It's kind of funny because this is a book that I'm reading to you. I'll just get into it. Alright, chapter 7, Story Time. Toothless went first. So, I live in the end, as Ice Cream already knows. Wow, how? Asked Red. Well, the alternate end, technically, replied Ice Cream. Still, how? Red asked again. I'll tell you, Toothless started, but never finished. What's up, Tooth? If I could call you Tooth, Red asked, this time worried. Toothless didn't answer. Come on, Toothless, you can tell us. You have to, Ice Cream pleaded. He pleaded. Hey, let me just grab some cake for ya. Yum. Ice Cream pleaded. There was a fight inside her head between sharing or keeping her secret. You know what? I can tell you're uncomfortable, so I'll go first, okay? Ice Cream offered. Waves of release washed over Toothless, and her throat opened from its previously constricted position. Sure, that sounds fine, Toothless replied. Listen to your love life holding down the fort for you, Red told Toothless. She shot her a look, and Ice Cream shot the same look. All right, I'll stop. Okay, Ice Cream started off. I was spawned a not too smart player. My parents tried to teach me how to live and survive, but I wouldn't learn. I wouldn't remember. Then something terrible happened. My parents were taken. I never learned who took them, but it was this guy with glowy white eyes, with a voice scary enough to give you nightmares for weeks. He took my parents. I got taken too, but I was small enough to escape. I then started wandering the open world, which I almost didn't survive with all the mobs, rain, or lack of food. Then a miracle happened. I found a village full of NPCs. They let me in, and they had enough food to spare. I still didn't know how to fend for myself, though. So what happened? How did you become the explorer of biomes? Toothless asked. Whoa, cool name, Red commented. I was sitting in a corner one day, and I was there for hours, pondering about what happened to my parents, Ice Cream went on. Then a librarian found me. He started talking to me, and I spoke to him. After I told him my story, he started calling me the Explorer of Biomes. It was supposed to be a joke, but I liked it. He's the one who taught me how to grow crops. He taught me that crafting is just a matter of what the item looks like. He even taught me basic combat. I tried every combination possible until I found out what worked for me, and I taught myself how to mine. Eventually, I decided that I wanted to live up to my nickname. And I wound up in the swamp, falling down a strange hole into an end portal, having the Ender Dragon try to kill me because I accidentally stabbed it. And then Toothless here found me there. Ice Cream finished. Intense, said Red. Right, remarked Toothless. Did you explore other biomes? Red asked. Yes, I did, such as ice plains, ice spikes, taiga, jungle. Then I found the swamp. Ice Cream shared. Feeling comfortable enough yet, Toothless? Ice Cream asked, hoping that Toothless would tell them her story. No, still not confident. How about if Red goes next? Toothless asked, hoping to hinder her story being told. Dun dun dun. Okay, Red agreed. Ice Cream didn't say anything. Something was starting to come to him. When I joked that... I cannot speak. You ever get that feeling? Don't even comment this. I know you've gotten a feeling before where you just can't speak. You just get totally tongue-tied. When I joked what would be different about her talking nether mobs out of beating me and Toothless, but she could talk to the Ender Dragon out of it, she went tight-lipped. Now she's kept from telling her story. Twice. She's hiding something, isn't she? Ice Cream thought to himself. Toothless found this suspicious, but before she could ask him what was wrong, Red started telling her story. I am pretty much the above-average player. I spawned here a while ago with my friend, scratch that. I spawned and have been collecting stuff and expanding my house for a long time, until you two came through my portal. I have a brewery, an armory, a storage room, a fighting room, and a making room where I craft and cook, explained Red. But she couldn't help but add, I can give you a tour if you want. Sure, that sounds great, Toothless stated. Okay, after you tell your story, Red answered. Toothless concluded that there was no way around it now, so she started with, Can you keep a secret? Yes, Ice Cream replied. I know that. I'm asking Red. Can you keep a secret? Toothless asked again. Silence. Red, Toothless asked, Will this be a big, huge secret? Red asked. Yes, Toothless answered. Well then, I suppose I'll have to leave because I can't keep big, huge secrets, Red stated somberly. She started to walk out of the room when Toothless caught her by the shoulder, supernaturally fast, even if she had a swiftness potion. So fast she left a thin trail of purple particles behind her, and Red knew them from somewhere, but she couldn't place it then. Wait, Please, Toothless pleaded. I told you I can't keep secrets, Red stated, clearly confused. Then I can narrow it down to a smaller secret, Toothless exclaimed. Toothless, what's so bad that it needs to be kept secret? Ice Cream impatiently asked. Whoa, hey, you're putting enough pressure on me already, Toothless retorted. Guys, just calm down. How about this? Toothless, share it to Ice Cream first. Then he can tell me, okay? I feel like we can more easily speak to each other, Red suggested. Am I detecting a crush? Toothless joked. Okay, I deserve that one, Red claimed while walking out of the room. Then it was just Ice Cream and Toothless. We stared at each other for a minute or two. Then Ice Cream finally said, This must be really hard for you. But remember how hard it was for me to admit to you that I was sick? If I could do that, then you can do this, Ice Cream lectured, surely resting his hand on hers. She didn't resist, having realized something, then finally spilled the beans. Yeah, you've probably been wondering ever since we met why I was so dragon-like. Well, the truth is, I'm very sick too. When I spawned in, I was born to a very great father and mother. The doctors say that my dad was struck by lightning before he got married, and my mom had visited the nether. So I was born with some kind of radiated body, and that made me very ill about 2 years after I was spawned. It went as bad from spinal shocks to frequent circulatory cutoffs. My doctors then decided, after the best medicines failed, that the only way to beat fire was with fire. Real fire. They took me to the end while I was unconscious, Toothless told. So then what? Ice Cream asked. Wouldn't Jean have attacked them? Oh, she attacked. However, that was what the doctors wanted. You see, they tried using smelting, crafting, and forging at once. When Jean threw a fireball, and she can do that, they threw a diamond, and the two mixed together to create what I call the Dragonstone. They slammed it on my back. It shouldn't have worked, except that I was having a body surge, and the radiation was so strong that they cut each other off, depleting each other. I started to grow wings, talons, horns, and a tail. My vocal cords shapeshifted, and I could breathe smoke. The doctors were zipped shut. When Jean came in swooping, she stopped, right before hitting me. That's when I discovered that that was my new life. I was fine for a while, until I didn't have enough food to feed myself. So that's when Jean ordered Enderman to collect something that we players can't. Bedrock. They built an alternate end portal for me to live in, which Jean lit with her fireball. I've been like that ever since. Until you came along, that is, Toothless finished. Ice Cream pondered this for no less than a minute. He could see now why she kept it a secret. He just had a question. So what would happen if someone tried to rip the stone off of you? Ice Cream. I don't know. And I hope I'll never find out, Toothless responded. Ice Cream nodded and went downstairs to get Red to tell her. So what's the big idea? Red asked when Ice Cream got to her. It's a long story, Ice Cream started, but was cut off. I got that. You guys were up there for forever, Red commented. But in short, Ice Cream continued, she was a radiated new spawn, and thus was very sick, like I was not too long ago. Maybe even worse. Her doctors had to get her to the end, throw a diamond into a fireball, and pelt it onto her back, which made her so dragon-like. Excuse me? What good did throwing a diamond into a fireball do? Red questioned. It created a magical, well, almost magical, gem that sinks her to Jean, the Ender Dragon, Ice Cream explained. Whoa, that's super cool. Why would she keep that a secret? Red quizzed. I know about as much as you do, but I'm guessing that many people would want this power, or, well, you never know who's listening, Ice Cream answered. You think someone's hunting her? Red asked, getting concerned. That's not what I said. I was saying Well, it was just a hunch. Come on, Ice Cream replied as they were headed upstairs. However, what Toothless told them was just the starting point of her story, although the complete version of what Toothless was knowledgeable of. She did know that someone was stalking her, but she didn't know who, since when, or in what ways. That is, she was clueless until the storytelling was complete. So guys, that wraps up chapter 7. If you enjoyed this, then please comment down below saying that you did along with other ideas. And remember, I can't get rid of my phone. I can only use it in secret. So guys, something I can do while my parents aren't looking. My mom works at home often, so that could be a problem. But guys, I'm gonna keep my phone until maybe Sunday afternoon, right after I get home from church. I can give it to my dad, and he'll never know. Hopefully he won't notice. Until then, I'll do my best to make videos I can probably pull off of this or something, because I keep it with me at all times. It's so funny. Like, it's literally so funny. Shatter Sucker. Drop a plate that shatters into a zillion little pieces, duct tape a yardstick, sticky side out, and drag it across the floor. The little pieces will be up in no time. Then placing duct tape sticky side up on your kitchen counter will allow you to reassemble the plate and give it a new tough gray coating at the same time. I didn't even understand that. I'm gonna have to rewatch this video. But guys, that's it for now. Peace out.